Hey, what's happening, guys? So today I'm going to be sharing with you how to create a or to emboss your name or letters on a 3D file. So first you need to have an STL file, or you can create an object. But for this tutorial, I'll be inserting a mesh. So you select from computer. So this I'm going to be using a desk organizer or a drawer. So this is the mesh. So you click on OK. So from this, ideally you can't just create a sketch on a mesh. So you have to convert that mesh to a solid object. So by clicking on mesh, then modify, then convert mesh. So the mesh is already selected and you click OK. So now you can see that the mesh has been converted to a solid object, and you can see the triangles around it. So to remove these triangles, you just need to select the surface and click on delete. So this removes the triangles. It's not compulsory, but I just like to do that so I can have my clean object. So for you to create your letterings, you go to create sketch, then select the surface. Let's select the front surface. So you selected the surface, so this is now a sketch. So you go to create, you go to text, you select the area you want the text to be. So this is good, and you click on it. So for this I'm just going to be naming it for screws. Okay, so you can see that it's a little bit too big and it's bolded. I like it bold, but you can reduce the height. Let me reduce it to 5 mm. So this is a bit small now, so 7. Okay, so this looks perfect. So you can increase the spacing of the letterings if you want to. So you can give it 5. So depending on your choice, I'm just going to give it 1. So this looks pretty good to me. And you can also change the font size. Arial black, there are different font size for you to choose from, and there are some certain font size that doesn't allow you to extrude, so you have to be aware of that as well. So if we're going with Arial black, I would like to change this to 6. Okay, so yeah, so this is it, and you click on OK. So for you to extrude it, you just need to click on it. Once you click on it, is this the correct spelling of screws? I don't know, but let's just continue. So for you to extrude it, you just type the letter E. So E is for extrude. So it brings it up and you can select the distance. So you can say 2 mm if you want it to come out. So there's another way for you to emboss, which is or for you to do letterings or your 3D printed model, is to emboss it. So to emboss it, you can do -2. So -2 we take it inside. So you can see this one is going to create like an opening for it. So let's just check it out. So as you can see, it creates an opening. So it basically cuts through the model and you can see the lettering. But for this, you will notice that this O will have issues printing. This R will have issues printing because there are no connections there. So this won't be ideal for this kind of part. So let's undo that and just do it normally. So if you click on OK, so you can either join it. I usually prefer to join it, or you can select as a new body, so depending on the scale of your work. So click on OK. So you can see now that it is you can see the letterings are out. They just protruded out. Okay, so yeah, so when this is done, you can just go to your file. If you're 3D printing it directly from Fusion 360, you can click on 3D print and select your slicer and click on OK. So but for people that use other slicer like the process slicer, you can export it. So once you click on export, first you have to save the design. So that's Command S or Control S. Save it as for screw. Okay, now that it is saved, you can export it. So you can see for screw version O. So you can export it as an STL file, or you can export it as an OBJ file, whatever one your slicer accepts. Select the location, desktop, or anywhere you want it to be, and click on export. So mind you, for you to export, your system has to be online, so for you to save to the cloud. So yeah, so thank you, and that will be all for this tutorial.